Hello, I'm pretty sure I'm recording. I think I am. Hey, and welcome to, let me just take the watch off because that just gets distracting, doesn't it? Welcome to a Bad Biscuits. Look at my sparkly bits. Look at all these bits of fluff until the cat here. I know, terrible, isn't it? So, just in case you've never been here before, I mean, where have you been? All your life, you should have been here. I wasn't here, but you know what I mean. Anyways, so this is a video where I show you all of the things that I've managed to find in car boot sales, charity shops, sometimes in job lots, but I'm not sure if any of these things are. No, I don't think they are. No, I think this is all stuff I bought from charity shops and car boot sales over the last few weeks since I last made one of these. Hooray! Yes. And if there is something here that you fancy, I think there's only 2 things that are going to be out of bounds today, and they will probably be the last 2 items that I show. But other than that, everything is up for grabs. So if there's something you fancy that you want to buy for yourself or you want to buy for someone else, then my email address is in the description box in underneath there. So click on the more or see more or whatever it says, and you'll see my email there. Yay. Okay, on in the background is Nemo's Dreamscapes. It's one of the 24-hour 7-day-a-week ones, so it's summer 1949 and you're reading by a lake. Isn't that lovely? That's why there's water noises that might subconsciously make you want to go to the bathroom. Hooray! Right, so where do we start? Let's start with some chunky things to you know, as a base for these. So these I got the other day. I got 2 of them. These are only £1 each. I got them in Sully car boot sale, and they are scarabs, just scarabs carved into clay, probably tourist bits, maybe from North Africa or in a bunch of places actually. They're not brilliantly made, they're not of like super high quality, but they are kind of fun. And if you are dressing up for, say, like an Egyptian-y kind of themed night, or of course going on holiday somewhere nice and hot and you have a lovely white Grecian dress, that would obviously look fabulous with them. But yeah, they were only £1 each the other day. They don't go for loads, but still, I needed to kind of break into my buying for that day. You know, you need to break the seal sometimes, don't you? I can't remember where I got this from. It's plastic, but plastic made to look a little bit like amethyst, which is quite nice. They are faceted. It is nice and long, and it's got a toggle clasp, quite the statement necklace. And the toggle clasp does say Monet. Now, Monet do gold plate their normal jewellery. I don't think I have any of the Monet with me today. No, I don't think I do. Yeah, they do plate things, but I wouldn't expect, well, maybe that is plated. And sometimes they use real stones, but like I said, this is plastic. Again, it won't go for loads, but I mean, when I say it won't go for loads, I mean, it won't go for over £20 or anything, but it's still quite cool. I got this chunky monkey the other day. I did spend too much on it. I think it might be Urban Outfitters or someone like that. It was a high street one anyway that it came up with, but I just thought it was kind of cool. All of these just gold threads, and then all of these chunky rings on them that look all like distressed. I think they're wooden, so you've got like red and black, and then they've kind of distressed them with some gold paint. It has a touch of the Gerda Lindgards about it, and that's why I picked it up. Obviously it's not actually by her because the quality would be a lot higher, but it's still got that sort of look about it. This, I know it's not chunky, but it's lovely and orange, and it goes right nice next to the turquoise and stuff. But this will be Venetian end of day glass, where they just mush bits in together and make some nice beads. These ones are nice hexagonal shaped beads, so they're quite pretty, and they've got all black and yellow and blue in them, and then strung together with very fine, probably like a brassy kind of wire. But yeah, I thought they're nice. I'm going to put them next to the turquoise there. Lovely. Right, let's have some chunky gold bits then. Again, let's fill in this background. This is a bit of a monster. I had to pick this up the other day. Where was I? I think I picked this up from Barry, where I got a bunch of brooches as well. It's quite a nice chunky gold chain. It's not too heavy. I think it looks quite heavy, but it's not too heavy. And then the same for the wooden cross as well. I wonder if it was somehow part of some kind of costume. I can't think what for, but I thought that was a bit of fun. I think it cost me like £1.50 or something. Let's show some of them brooches then. I can't remember exactly which ones I got from that shop, but I know I did. I know definitely that was one of them. So that's a bit of damascene, Toledo damascene. That's Spanish. That's kind of cool, isn't it? This brass backing, and then this is all resin in there, like poured resin, and obviously they poured it in different stages to get like the different colours. You like purple and red, and then this kind of sparkly orange. This big weird twisty one, which I've seen this design before and I'm sure it was signed, but this one isn't. But again, that's quite atomic, isn't it? Bit of a statement. And then I know for sure, pretty sure, that I picked up these ones as well. So like the little angel with the wings. And then this one with lots of wave type swirls. That'd be nice, like right in the middle, say like of a collar. That's quite cool. Okay, the most fabulous brooches then, because they are hilarious and I do love them. So I got these pumpkin ones. Aren't they fab? So you can like mold them into shape, this one. So it looks like Bakelite, doesn't it? And I was kind of hoping it was, but it's too modern to be Bakelite, so we'll just call it Fakelite. That's what it's sort of known as online. But there's that fabulousimo one, and then this one, which I think is absolutely hilarious, this jack-o'-lantern one. Really does look like Bakelite, but again, unfortunately not. I have tested them as well, just in case. But I'm sure they will go for Halloween, because they are just superb. Superb. What should we go for next? Go from a smiley face to, got a little cameo and some bits. We'll have a couple more brooches. Not quite the season for snow type activities, but coming up to autumn, winter. And again, think of brooches as like a seasonal thing as well. So people might like, say, a nice, pretty, I don't know, little butterfly brooch, kind of like these, to go on their bag or scarf perhaps, like in the summer, and then in winter to go on their winter coat, so that they look a little bit blingy even when they're all wrapped up nice and warm. We've got an F for feline, obviously. This is a JJ brooch, which I think is an American brand, isn't it? A lovely sparkly F. And then this little pointed nose cameo. She's just plastic, but she is a Sarah Coventry. I sold a really nice Sarah Coventry bracelet the other day. It's absolutely gorgeous. It was very nearly a keeper, but it was absolutely lovely. Lovely, like, wide band on the bracelet. These are some more bracelets. I always pick up these kind of 70s ones, like these ones. They always look quite nice, I think, especially next to a watch. This one's got lovely little sparkly diamante in, not diamante, but they're just little glass stones. It's not signed, that one, but it's got that nice kind of Panther designer look to it. Panther with an E on the end. This one is one that I said I would clean up, and yet I haven't, but it is 18 karat rolled gold plated. So rolled gold is like squished gold with another metal, say like copper or brass or something. And a lot of the time I've got a lot of like 14 karat roll gold plated, but this is 18 karat roll gold plated, which is why it's got the brighter yellow colour to the gold. Now that polished will be fab, but obviously I haven't done it for this, but I will do it for when I list it. And then this one could genuinely pass as gold, I think, especially with a little bit of a polish up. But again, a lovely Panther link. This kind of like brick work in a way. But I think that's a really smart one. Kind of unisex as well, because it's quite chunky, but it's hollow underneath, so it's not actually that heavy either. It's very nice. I do like. Okay, some more chunky, crazy gold bits then. I bought this set the other day because it has, is it designer or is it not designer? So it looks a little bit like Chanel, a little bit like Dolce & Gabbana, that kind of look, but without actually being it. So you're getting that designer sort of look, but obviously without paying ridiculous amount for designer jewellery. And considering a lot of it isn't actually precious metal, I mean, they plate their stuff, but it's not like, you know, a lot of it is solid gold because they are not jewelers. So say like my Chanel necklace that I sold the other week, it was faux pearls and gold plated bits because Chanel aren't a jeweler. So I mean, they make jewellery, but they aren't known to be jewellers, such as companies, you know, like Van Cleef & Arpels and things like that. But anyway, you've got this kind of very 90s Y2K, again with the brick link. I do like a brick link because that's a very designer kind of look, isn't it? But yay. And then this one I quite liked as well, because it had this sort of gate design to it, and again with the little sparkly bits, very Cleopatra, and it's quite nice how it sits as well, would sit across like the collarbones quite nicely. And if it's just for one wear for the evening, you know, no one's gonna know, are they? And again with this one, I picked this up for £1 the other day, and I really love the wave link to it. It's in reasonably good condition. It literally just needs a bit of a polish up and that'll look lovely. And then the last big chunky gold, I say chunky, it's not that chunky, but again this one I quite like the geometric. They look almost like tubes, don't they? Like as in they were drawn in 3D. Wow, see? Pile of gold. If only that really was a pile of gold, that'd be amazing. Got oh, that's lovely and refreshing. It's so nice and warm at the moment. It is nice and warm, and tomorrow I'll be even warmer because next week I'll be even warmer because I'll be in Lyon. Some pretty daintier gold necklaces now. So this has obviously got a little bit of abalone pressed into resin there. That's quite nice. A little bit worn at the sides, but that's okay. And a nice gold chain as well. Our Jordan, Mr. Spotted Dog Reseller, he loves a bit of abalone, so if you find any, keep some for him. This one, I used to think that this was a Coro dangle, but apparently it's not. It's a panino. They don't make sandwiches and they don't make stickers, football stickers, but they are quite sought after. This is a little bit worn, which is a shame. If it was in minty fresh condition, could probably get 25 to 30 for it, but as it is now, probably not as much as that, maybe about say 12 to 15. But cute little flower. Faux stones in that, but they do have a little touch of like the smoky topaz or a little bit garnety. Actually, I'll bring in the garnets now. I bought these the other day as part of a set. I'll show you the other bit in a minute. But aren't they glorious? Absolutely beautiful garnets and marcassite. Close, close. The brown does have like a touch of red in it. But yeah, aren't they lush? Lush, big, lovely construction on those earrings. Super, super pretty. But not only that, where's it gone? There it is. matchy but not quite matchy. You could wear them together, but they don't match. But isn't this lovely? So I did spend more than I'd like to on this, but it's definitely worth it. So I spent 30 quid on all of that. But I think, yeah, it's lovely. And then this can open up and you put a little sponge with some scent on it, or your favourite perfume. I just love how, look, the flower comes apart. That is so, that's a design that's been really thought about, see? Isn't that lovely? And then this rope twist necklace. Gorgeous. And there's quite the chunk of silver as well. Really, really pretty. Of course, you could keep like a little love note in there, or a spare fiver. That would also be quite cool. So there's your pocket money. Well, that's how you're going to get home. Right. Speaking of like the abaloniness, we've got some mother of pearl here. This is a fab adjustable ring. That's quite nice with a bit of mother of pearl. I'm going to put them together. And then these I thought were fab. These I got in Penarth when I found that random charity shop that was just outside of the town centre. But again, they're rather fab as well, aren't they? So we have like beach and snow happening just there. Some more lovely little delicate gold ones. Nice for cocktail season, cocktail parties. But look at that with the dangle. So that would hang rather nicely in between the boubage. The décolletage. Beautiful. And in really nice condition as well. As I would say gold plated. But not missing, it's obviously got a little bit of fuzz attached to it because it's this house and fuzz gets everywhere. But I think that's super pretty. It's got a touch of the Art Decos about it as well, doesn't it? Like in the construction wise, looks a bit Empire State. Like, you know, when you think of design periods, like I always think of Art Deco as being Empire State, and then say like Brutalism as walking down the South Bank and seeing like the old buildings there. It's kind of fun. Now, what movement would you say these were? Because these are crazy, aren't they? These are 1980s. And they are by, say, Ermani Bullati. Ermani Bullati. In fact, I'm not sure if they are 80s. I mean, maybe 90s. But I've had some jewellery by this person, I'm saying him, Ermani, that has been modern as well. So I don't know, but because of the wear on it, I would say that they were older. I would say they were more 80s. But they're certainly a statement, aren't they? And the ace. Oh yeah, we were just talking about garnets. I picked up this. This has got a really nice garnet colour as well. Unfortunately, it's just glass. And when I first saw it in the box, I thought, oh, it could be cherry amber bakelite, or even just cherry amber, the cherry amber bakelite. But it is glass. But I thought there's such a lovely length as well. Beautiful. And really lovely colour glass as well. I was like wearing this in the sunshine, and it really was just showing off beautiful pinks and reds, like when the light refracted through it. Very nice. Do you have some more crazy earrings? I'll show you all the rest of the crazy earrings then. So we've got these ones. That's a bit of a shell, isn't it? I remember having a shell like that on the side of our like bathroom or something. Oh, in fact, it's that way round. That way round. Surrounded by wood, possibly teak. But very retro. These flame type ones with the black enamel. They're quite cool. Flames or leaves. And then these ones are beautiful. They're like climbers. Almost a bit like a black swan. Or like wings, aren't they? So again, a little bit deco looking, because I imagine them as being like the Black Swan, or like on a bit of, what am I thinking? Like Russian propaganda. Yeah, that's cool. And then just some little enamel ones. I love that orange in it though. You can sit there next to the turquoise. And then a lovely bit of enamel. And I think I have a brooch, which I think I bought them the same day, but they obviously don't actually match this. They're orchids, aren't they? So that's quite nice. I think they've stuck it to something. So there's a little bit of residue left from before. But very pretty. You could get away with wearing them together. No one's going to go, your orchids don't match perfectly. I'm not always a matchy-matchy kind of person. You can probably tell that about me. Oh, what about this little thing? This is in a box. So I will put a box thing down here. But isn't that lovely? 100% cotton. So that's going to be handmade, that as well. I think they make a lot of these in... Nope, can't remember the country now. Comment down below. You know where I mean, don't you? No, I can't think now. Anyways, super pretty though. And I love that it's still boxed. The box is all kind of yellowed and things. But the actual flower is still very white and pretty. Yay. Lovely. And another thing in a box, go on then. It's from Past Times. Antiquity, one of the oldest forms of body adornment. Jewellery was originally made from natural materials and used to secure clothing. This is a boutonnière. So for a wedding, you would put that on your jacket or sash or blouse or dress or whatever. And then you would put your buttonhole in there. I've had silver ones of these before, not from Past Times, but definitely from, I've managed to find silver ones before. Very pretty. Now I very rarely buy things to go in job lots, but this was, I think on a table of stuff I was buying, and I just kind of went, how much for these? And this ended up being 50p, and it's Disney, and I don't particularly like Disney, but it's the frog from The Princess and the Frog, isn't it? So it will go into a Disney job lot of jewellery. But it'll enhance the job lot, if you see what I mean. It'll make the job lot look a lot more attractive. Yes. Oh, orchids, I've got some more. Right. These I paid quite a bit for. Well, I say quite a bit. I think I paid a tenner for the earrings and a tenner for the brooch. But look at the enamelling on that. Like, these have never been worn. I'm not sure if there's a maker on them. It just says 925. It's a little bit tarnished. But never used. And absolutely lush. Aren't they gorgeous? Look at those colours. That purple and that green together is so nice. And that it's all in 3D as well. I love them. I love them. You're going to have to move because I want to put you there. And you there. Another butterfly. This I just picked up because, I picked this up in Barry, didn't I? Because their jewellery was very reasonably priced. And I think I picked up about 6 or 7 things. And I was like, yeah, I like that. And I like the fact that it's got a bit of crazing to it. Is that a... No, it's not a signature. I thought maybe someone had tried to stamp their name into it or something. But possibly someone's arty type project. It's quite cool. Well done them. Ooh, put you there. With the round things. Fancy a bit of fake designer? Hilarious. This is in a just a little baggie of earrings that I bought. I'll show you the baggie of earrings now, but they're just funny, aren't they? Faux Chanel. Again, I have a job lot that I'm making up of all fake jewelleries. Some of them good fakes, some of them hilariously bad fakes. but they're funny. They're not the actual designers, but you know, someone might like to wear a bit of like faux Gucci and stuff, a bit of Fucci. Yeah, so these are the other earrings. So these are all silver. So we've got some little like fern leaves or laurel leaves, some little flower. These are actually signed. I think this is PK, which is a designer. There we go. And then we've got little blue stone ones, and then these little like Balinese hoops. So that's quite a nice little bundle. I will probably divide them up though and sell like the hoops separate and stuff. Other lovely, lovely silver earrings that I got with these. So these are Eye of Horus. It is a little bit annoying, or is it just to me, that they don't flip, if you see what I mean, that they're both the same way around, because I would want them that way like they were eyes, but then that's not the symbol. The point of the symbol is that it's that way around, isn't it? Anyways, that's just me being silly and liking symmetry and stuff, but I bet you there's some of you out there that would think the same, and then some of you where you go like, no, that is the symbol and it should be that way around. This is quite cool. I do like this because it's on proper copper, look, solid copper, which would make my skin turn green, but there we are. But lovely Capricorn, and then I just really liked the proper copper chain. If you, like me, have something, it's the whatever chemicals are in your sweat and in your skin and stuff like that tend to oxidize the copper, and that's why it goes green. Science. Some more brooches. Got this fab Celtic one. Now I can't work out whether there was meant to be a stone on there or whether that's, I think that's just enamel. That's yellow enamel around the eye, isn't it? Yeah, that's what it is. But yeah, some weird kind of Book of Kells sort of animal. And then another Celtic one. These don't sell so well separately anymore, so I'll unless it's something really special, say like that one with the thistle that looks really nice, like on a kilt pin, and this one actually says like Scotland on it as well. Like I would sell that one probably separately, but and maybe that one separately, but if I had a few of those ones together, I would probably sell them as a little Celtic lot. Got some Lucky Heather here as well, but this one I think this one is an exquisite, I think, in which case it might be worth selling separately. I'll have to check that one and clean it up a bit as well. It's a little bit dusty and it is losing some of its enamel in bits, but if it's one of the collectible exquisite ones, that will probably go separately. And then I've got a lovely, I think I had a ring like this in the last video, didn't I? Which was quite nice, but now we've got a little brooch to go with it as well. Mini mosaic, not micro mosaic, mini mosaic, because micro was super, 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 super fine and gorgeous, gorgeous. Some modern stuff, because I do buy modern stuff as well. This, new with tags, a bit of juicy couture. So this is new with tags. That's probably from TK Maxx, isn't it, I think? TJX. I think that's TK Maxx because it's TJ Maxx in America, isn't it? So this was probably about £40 when it first came out, and then TK Maxx sell it for £12.99, etc, etc. But juicy stuff, because of the whole like Y2K thing, is getting a little bit of a resurgence maybe. And then this is a pretty one. I really like the stone on this one as well. I mean, that could pass as a proper, what would you say? Not amethyst. Begins with T. Tanzanite, possibly. Oh, I've gone and twisted the chain there. But it's by Cachet, or Catchet, London. Cachet. Which is, I mean, I would never spend too much on this because it hasn't got a huge return on it. I'll undo that later. But this stuff is quite nice, and see how it's got all the gems around the outside as well. And the little one in the back Like, it looks like a little ruby or something. That could actually possibly be a real stone, you know, like the one in the back, because I've known designers to do that. But super cute, that. I know I'm keeping that hole in the middle for like my absolute specials. They're coming, don't worry. And then this one as well. This is another nice little bit of modern costume. I think this is silver plated. This is Luna Norte. And I think that's probably, yep, I think that's a real stone as well. I think they do a lot with quartz and things like that. So very kind of on the side of mystical wicker and that kind of thing. This one, I still haven't tested it. Should I do a quick test now? I bought it for 50p. It says 925 on it. I don't believe that it's silver. So I'm just going to do a quick scratch test. I don't know why I haven't tested it. Nope, that is not silver. It's very naughty, isn't it? It's very naughty. But yeah, that one is not silver. Never mind, it makes a nice little frame for something. This one that I bought for 50p though is silver. And I really love the shape on that. That sits like nicely on the cuff, doesn't it? Like you can imagine, say even if you had a sleeve or even stacking, you could possibly wear it with other like wavy stacking things. But that is absolutely lush. I would wear that one for sure. I might wear it a couple of times before selling it. Why not? Some more silver bits, oh go on then. Got these lovely hoops. The lovely sparkly bits. This was from the car boot sale the other day. Hoops always go well, especially a nice size like that. Great for stacking. And then some rings. I've got some real pretty rings. I'll show you a bunch now. This one's got opals in it. This one I just bought today actually. So these are opals. They're on the yellowy side, but they do have, like, which isn't a bad thing neither, you know, a colour. But they do have flashes of like greens and blues and purples in them as well. You see? So that's quite nice. Very summery one. That's probably about a size J, I think. That's quite cute. This one is my absolute favourite. I picked it up, even though it's too small. I think it's a J, but it just fits on my pinky. But look at that. That sits so high, doesn't it? That's cool. The guy didn't know what stone it is, but I think that is a green onyx because I got a green onyx ring that the stone kind of shines almost identical to that. So I think that's absolutely beautiful. So cool. Like, I will sell it, but I will sell it for a high price, if you see what I mean. This is a cute little crisscross ring. It's got little sparkly CZs in it. I think that one's from the car boot. And this one I also picked up today. This one is a spinner ring. And it says, it's got a capital P, a lowercase t, and then a capital B, which means platinum bonded. So that is platinum plating on the outside, but I'm not sure what metal it is bonded to. I don't know. And I tried to test the stones in the middle, but they are too small to test, but they are super sparkly. So obviously there's a part of me that's hoping that they're diamonds. You never know. I doubt it, but you never know. When I was buying this, the lady was like, oh, they're real diamonds in there. It's like, yeah. Obviously, they're rhinestones, but they are set in silver, which is quite nice. It says sterling down there, and it's quite a pretty one. Like flames, again. Flames. Some more fun earrings. Look, occasions. I'm sure I used to see these. Oh, there's a ring in there. In like, in like gift shops and things, and at the airport and stuff like that. But again, lovely. They're on brass. I think they're 90s. And again, this mother of pearl. Kind of fab. And then these lovely Monet ones, which And I didn't know this about Monet. These are 14 karat gold filled. So I thought they would just be gold plated, but they're not, they're gold filled, which is even better. This I bought on the hopes that it would be unmarked gold because it's got a nice colour for it, but unfortunately not. But it is still a lovely ring with these channel set stones. So I still really like it. Oh, a little frame for the flower. It's a very Norchid-y day because I've got another Norchid, look. This one. This is by Risis, R-I-S-I-S, which I think is Greek. And these are 22 karat gold plated, I think. And sometimes they do actual encased orchids as well. But this one has got like a kind of a flock finishing to it, which is quite bizarre. I've not seen one like that before. And then these ones as well. So these little enamel earrings. Wow, so many Norchids. What's going on? And then a fun pair of just sparkly earrings, clip-ons. I don't think there's a maker to them. No signature or anything, but they're rather fab. They'll be nice for Christmas wearings, not like we're thinking about that or anything. Ooh, don't even. Got some cute little charms. I think I bought these at Sully the other day. Got this one, this little carriage, which I've had before. Look, it's articulated and the wheels go. Isn't that super cute? And then this one, a little water pump. Doesn't come with water, obviously. That would be weird. But I thought they were just kind of on the more unusual side of ones. Got a beautiful stone here as well. This one, it tests as silver, but I can't, unless it was there and it's kind of been rubbed off a bit. But I can't see a 925 mark on it. But I think this is a bit of Blue John, which will also have like a top layer of quartz crystal on top of it as well. And Blue John is from Derbyshire. And I think it's part of the iolite family. Please correct me if I'm wrong, tell me. And it's got something to do with water. And if you leave it out for too long, then it could dry out and crack and things like that. I might be making that up. I might have dreamt it. Who knows? I bought this for 50p. It is silver, but I don't know how on earth you'd wear it because because you don't wear it like that. That's too small. And because the actual lobster clasp is on that bit. So this bit kind of confuses me. Is it a choker with a little feather? I would say probably a choker. I don't know. It was 50p. What wasn't 50p was this big bugger, which is, again, is too small. It's probably an L or an M, but it's a chunk, and that bit of labradorite is absolutely stunning. That's a proper lovely blue purple. Looks like a lightning bolt going through there, like a thundercloud kind of look. Oof. That is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Go on, one more bit of abalone. Just for Jordan. There you go. Because he does love it. This one cost me a tenner and it's ridiculous, but I love it. How cute is he? So he's a lion. And this is all the individual bits of like acrylic that's been put in there to make his beautiful lion medallion face. I think he's gorgeous. He cost me a tenner, brand new. These are about, on their website, I think the prices start at about £20 for like the smallest necklace. And then they go up to about 60 or 80, I think. But I think he's superb and he can stay. We love him. Oh, another cute little cameo. I think this might be a roll gold chain, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's a roll gold chain, which is always quite nice as well. Roll gold tends to have like the same sort of scrap weight as silver, but I don't know any way that scraps them in. Not like I would, because I think it looks nice anyway. Okay, now we're getting on to some really cool bits. This I bought because I thought it might be gold, but it's not, so it's a bit of ungold, but I really like the green stone in it. And then that's a bit of Edelweiss. I think on pewter, Edelweiss bits always do sell quite well, because it was kind of a flower of the resistance, wasn't it? Like during the Second World War. This I just picked up because of the name Philip Jones, and it made my sister go, "Aw," because it was the name of her father-in-law that sadly passed away a couple of years ago, Philip Jones, but also because they're cute little daisies. They're not sterling silver, but they are cute little orange CZs in the middle there. But yeah, it was just more of an "ah" moment for that one. I very rarely pick up watches, but I did buy this one because of its obvious like Macintosh design, and then I turn over and it's actually signed, not signed by Rennie Macintosh, but is like a proper like registered design rather than just like a Rennie Macintosh rip-off in this like rose gold metal. I haven't tried it with a battery in, so that's going to be something that I'll probably do when I get a bunch of watches. I tend to take them all into the repair place and just get them all done at the same time. Right, 5 bits left, 5 awesome bits. It's difficult to decide the favourites. This one is broken. It's worth me getting it fixed though, because this is a solid brass. Like this, the clasp just needs tightening. It just needs that little thing moving out a little bit. But you would put your gold sovereigns, your sovereigns in there, and you would put that in your pocket, and then that would go through your buttonhole. Now it's broken as in it just has a little bit there, and then there is a chain missing from there, so I'm wondering if I could just take that link out, do that, and it's pretty much the same effect, isn't it? And also because even though that should have 2, it would be a bit one-sided, because that one's got 1 and that one's got 1. Anyways, I think it's cool and I really like it. I bought that at the car boot sale the other day, and I think it was at Sully, and I just thought that's such a cool, unusual bit of like gentleman's jewellery, because I very rarely get like, obviously any jewellery can be worn by anyone, but something that is like, that is a bit of gentleman's dandy jewellery. Okay, this cost me a tenner. It's gold. It's unmarked gold. At least I cannot, as of yet, find a mark. I thought there may have been something there, but they're just scratches. So I have yet to find. But it is testing as at least 9 karat gold, and it is 6 grams of it. Was it 5.5? 5.5 to 6 grams of gold with these lovely pearls in it as well. So I'm guessing it's probably quite old, judging on the length of the pin and the type of clasp. But yeah, that's quite sweet, isn't it? I'll take that for a tenner any day. This I think is gorgeous. This I spent quite a lot of money on. I think it was £30. Obviously I'd like to get anything cheaper than that, but I thought this was worth it because the pendants I've seen on necklaces being sold separately for 30 quid each. So these, the moon has got onyx, Saturn has got onyx and marcasite, and then the sun has got ruby eyes. And then also the chain is lovely as well. Like, look at that, that's such an unusual chain, like for a charm bracelet. So I was considering maybe selling the bits separately. What do you think? What would you do? Because I think, like, I would like, say that just on a necklace, personally. Like, I would wear that. In fact, I'd wear any of them on a necklace separately. In fact, I might keep it. No, I'm kidding. I can't keep everything. But I just think, gorgeous. And then my last two favourite bits. This I've literally just bought today. Literally, gotta stop using the word. Everyone should literally stop using the word literally. Yeah, and it was £2.50, and I'm like, I'll have that, please. Thank you. Because it's Lalique, and I've already got one. But the bigger version of this, which goes for about £150. I haven't checked how much this one goes for. Oh, and the one that I've got is grey, and obviously I've got this one now, which is a lot daintier. And it's beautiful, and it's Lalique, and it's signed Lalique on the back in 2 places, and it's in a Lalique box. There's nothing about it that doesn't say Lalique, and it was £2.50, and I'm like, I love you, thank you. So that is a keeper. That's mine. Sorry, but although I might be tempted in that case if I'm keeping that one to sell my grey one. I don't know. Let me have a think about it. And then the best find, and it won't mean anything to anyone unless you are a child of Bridgend and you know them. But I bought these for £3 from the car boot sale in Cowbridge. They are sterling silver. They are fully hallmarked. They got full UK hallmarks on the back. And I thought, oh, they're quite nice. I'll take them because they look quite vintage as well. And then I saw who they were made by. Now, this won't mean anything to you. Well, it might mean something to you. But Leonard and Anne Edger, they are local legends. Like, their son Yolo, like, he ran the Jewellers on the Bridge in Bridgend. He's a local artist, and so was, like, his mum and dad obviously were artists, and I think Leonard still has like, still makes pottery and stuff, because that's more like how he's known now. But yeah, back in the day he was a jeweller as well, and I showed Yolo this the other day, going like, look, I found some of your parents' jewellery, and he's like, oh my god, that must be like well, I mean, it's pre-90s because there's no one like there, and obviously these shops don't exist anymore. But yeah, he was like, oh my god, like, that's so mad. So I love it because it's just a little bit of, you know, and unfortunately Anne passed away not so long ago. But yeah, it was just really nice to find a bit of proper local history. And he said that they are probably one of a kind as well, because they're from when he first started casting silver, and that he would have only have had one cast of that design, because it's a very early one. So how cool is that? I absolutely love it. So let me know your favourites underneath. And like I said, if there is something that you fancy for yourself or for a gift, please do let me know. Email me, email address in the description box underneath here. Right, hopefully the next one of these I'll have some jewellery from France to show you, which would be awesome, wouldn't it? But yeah, until then, bye bye now, bye bye.